Okay, so the first hairstyle is a very simple one, which is used for any evening going out. Okay, so you take the first few strands of hair, which are the shortest in the front, and then you just twist it around. Very common, very simple. But people will go with. I mean, you can keep it straight in sense like this. Okay, with a puff. So what they do is like this. Okay, and they pin it up so the puff shows, and they just put some hairspray, and then leave the rest of the hair totally open. So this is just to take the attention off the upper forehead, and all the small hair on the sides, they kind of are let open ahead, and they are hairsprayed, and the rest of it is just pinned up behind. Like, I'll just show it to you. So this is like held up like this with a pin here, one. So it gives this uh, oh yeah, so it gives this side look. A few decorative flowers can be added in here, and again the same thing can be done here itself as well, where the hair is again twisted, and then it's like taken back, and it's pushed into the same pin like that. Okay, so it does not give any definition to the face. It adds to the upper dimension of the forehead, and like that. So it kind of gives this bounce. If I mean, I have longer hair, so I keep a section of my longer hair ahead and a section of my longer hair behind. So that kind of sections the hair evenly across, and the hair also do not fly away. And this is one of the most simple hairstyles that can be done on any party wear, even on a regular t-shirt and jeans, on a rainy day, because it kind of, you can always dismantle it and rearrange it just as quickly. So this is the first hairstyle. Done. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Was I on mute? Oh, so you couldn't hear what I was saying? Okay. But did you record what I said, or do you want me to repeat it? Okay. Right. Okay. So that's the first hairstyle. Then we go with the second simple hairstyle, which is also very regular. It's a bun. So what you do is you leave the the front section of your hair, okay, and like this, and you take the rest of the hair and roll it into a bun, a complete bun like this. Of course, you will have to use bob pins to secure it. Okay. But since I always do it, so my hair is kind of already secured. Then you take the rest of your hair and just take it behind like that. This section of hair also like that. And then you roll it up let it puff a little bit here, and then a pin is put in it, and here, that. Of course, the hair has to be distributed on these sides more so that it kind of fills in the gaps. And there's another hairstyle that's done. Okay, this is the second hairstyle. Then the third hairstyle is when you take this, you keep the puff and you take a section of your back hair that is in the middle and you turn it into a little small bun. And just keep rolling it up like this. Okay, until the bun is complete, and secure it. Once that is done, then you take the rest of the section of the hair from behind and cover it up, cover the bun completely, okay, and come up here, right in the middle of, and then again, roll it in a way that covers the bun and then just secure it with some pins. So it looks like an untidy, I would say it's like wavering, untidy, unkempt look, but it still gives you a certain amount of structure. So I'll just show you one second. Sorry. Like that. So once this bun is done, then after that, all the beads and everything is kind of arranged. And it does not, it's only fastened with 3 pins, and the hair is like completely okay, especially for birthday parties or just a visit to the grocery store. This is the third hairstyle. Then we go with the fourth one, where this is very simple. It's just a plate system. So I'm just leaving the puff for now. And we take a section of the hair and then just braid it along. Or reverse braid it, it'll still give the same effect. I'm leaving a larger section because my hair is longer. Okay, so this is one braid. This is the other section. wherever it matches. It doesn't match, so we have to go 2 steps more. Okay, so this is another hairstyle where the puff is already there, the front puff, okay, the straight front puff, and then there are two braids holding the front section of hair. So there is no gap or no interference, and the back section of hair just remains the way it is, and it kind of sits very neat, and there is no interference, so called, with the hair. This is the fourth hairstyle. This hairstyle is great for college girls, especially for those with long hair who do not want their hair to be completely tied up, with especially those clips that hurt, or with the weight of the hair. So this gives a lot of distribution to the hair equally on all the sides. The fifth hairstyle is this is very simple. You just take this both. Once this whole section is done, then you take both of them, join them. This is the fifth hairstyle. Join them with a nice rubber band, I mean a nice fancy one, and then just turn it back. Turn it back, and there you go. That's the fifth hairstyle. Then the sixth hairstyle is you still keep the plaits the way they are with the same hairstyle, okay? And you take a section of the middle plait, middle hair, that is, okay? And then just plait it backwards. Look, I can't see backwards as much, but like that. This is the sixth hairstyle. So once it is plaited like that, okay, then you can close it once it's more than halfway done, like that. Okay, so this becomes your middle hair plait, which will sit straight here. And then you push this behind and join all the three together wherever they meet. So instead of the rubber band coming in this way, I'm going to push it with this one behind here. Basically, the plates go one into the other. Okay, so here I'm going to open a section of this and just push plate through it. Okay, like that. The same thing over here. It's not very perfectly done as of now because I cannot see it in the mirror, of course. But yeah, so this is the sixth hairstyle where we have three plates, intertwined into each other. And of course, hair accessories can be used. This is how it looks. Uh-oh, sorry, really sorry. So this is how it will look. This is the sixth hairstyle. Now, the seventh hairstyle is, once all of this is done, you take all the section of hair and twirl it. This is again just a little bun. So this is the seventh hairstyle. Yeah, that's the sixth. This is the seventh hairstyle where you just turn it into a bun. This is especially for sari wear. You know, it looks great on saris and looks great on chudidars, salwar suits. Yeah. Okay. Then the eighth hairstyle is, you do this three pair of hairstyles will remain the same. They will remain the same, and then again over here, 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 and here. So 4 places or 2 places, one here and second here. You take the plates and then you pleat it along, and then again they are pushed into these plates and they fall off. Okay, so that continues. That's the eighth hairstyle. That'll be too much of a hair of a messy hair. Do you want me to try that? Or is it understood? Okay, so I'll do one side. I'll do one side because so this is this side hair. Okay. Basically, first divide the hair on each sections and make the plates like this. 1, 2, and 3. These plates can go a bit longer because they're on the side section, so they add a lot of strength to the entire hairstyle. Okay, so like that, there is a section of hair over here which can also be taken, and then again that section of hair has to be taken into these 3. Okay, this one is slipping away, but it can be pushed into this particular plate. Like this. So there can be a lot of sections of hair done where one plate is intertwined with the other. You can see it clearly here. It's intertwined like that. And then once it is intertwined, then the whole section of hair can be taken and it can be pinned here, and this portion of hair like that, this can be pinned here. This portion of hair it can be used to just layer around a little bit here, behind. No, sorry, here. In the center, like a rose, just going around, secured with a pin, hairpin. Yeah. So this hairstyle looks like, what is it called? It's called waterfalls, because the braids are, they are tied on the skull of the, on the hair. It's like two braids parallel, then two braids parallel, and then there is one braid which is from here, from this end, which goes, and these four braids are intertwined with it, so it carries it along, but they stay where they are, and then it is pinned up here and gives this whole beautiful look to it. I don't think it's come that clearly to me, because I have not done as many braids and I have not fixed it the same way. Yeah, that's the eighth hairstyle. No, it's not come the same way, I doubt, but that's the whole idea, because can't see it. So that's the waterfalls, the eighth one. Looks very beautiful, but it can be done with good mirror. That's the eighth one. Then the ninth hairstyle is very simple. 2 minutes. Just because it takes a while to remove the plates. So we are done with eight hairstyles so far. Eight. This one has got stuck. Just a second. So this is the 8th hairstyle. Then we come with the 9th hairstyle, which is the classic bun, which I think it's a very family and very wifey hairstyle, which every wife usually does, not mother. So those wives who have these in-home parties, so they'll just take a section of their hair, and this is just left the way it is. Then we have the bun, which is not taken very low. It actually the bun goes real high. It's like straight on top of the head like this, like very, very high bun, like this. So there is this socks. You can use the socks as a prop. So with that socks, it kind of, it's made like into a donut and stitched so that it'll stay like a prop on this and increase the volume of this bun. And then the whole thing is covered with this particular hair, which is in the front, but it is covered without any puff. So it's just kind of pulled like this, and the whole portion of hair is just kind of twirled up like that. This portion is, it's not puffy, but it does not sit. It kind of like stays a little on the sharper end, and then here it just shows this uh, very neat bun look like that. So this is the 8th hairstyle, which is very, very classic. Of course, there is a lot of glitter sprayed on it and hair sprayed on it and all sorts of things to keep it intact. And this is usually the hairstyle which is done in gowns, Western wear, Western party wear, cocktails, especially cocktail dresses. This hairstyle is always preferred. Then we have that was the 8th hairstyle. Then the 9th hairstyle is very simple. You just have to section your hair in two. Just part the hair in two. I'm just taking the shorter version of my hair, not the longer version, but this is usually for little girls because they like to party. I mean, for children's parties especially, those we have these cousins who are still young. They can go with this hairstyle. So this is the 9th one, which is very, very simple. You just take at least once this is done, you kind of just puff it up. Just divide your hair and then make this pony. Okay, like that. And then this is pulled up like that. So it gives this balloonish look to it. Then again, same thing is repeated. And like pulled a little bit. So it gives this balloonish look to it. Then again, another section of hair is tied up like that. Then again, it's pulled like this. So it gives this kind of puffy, balloonish look to it on one side. And then again, on the other side, the same thing. Here. So basically, it's like started straight, basically from the beginning. There is no balloon which is kind of pulled in the beginning, because this hardly has any weight, this hairstyle, and it kind of keeps the back hair straight. For girls, usually the girls who have straight hair, and they have straight medium length hair, and they have to, they go for these birthday parties, or they go for these children's children's parties. So for that, it's like pulled up like that. Give it this very puffy look. I'm just doing 2 here and 3 here just to show you. It's like that. So it kind of adds to a lot of, that those little clips, they put butterfly clips, and they have these fairy fairy dinners and fairy garden makeovers, where they come over, they have sleepovers, children, girls. So that's when this hairstyle is very useful, because it kind of keeps their hair, especially the front hair, which is very fragile, in control. And it leaves the back hair straight, like they have back hair which is like straight. And the good thing is that with this hairstyle, ribbons can be added, because girls love bows and ribbons and butterflies. So bows can be added in between, ribbons can be added, butterfly clips can be added, those lightweight butterfly clips, or the shinier ones. Um, and what else? Yeah, also hair braiding can be done in this case. Like, just when this is tied. Okay, so we go with the 10th hairstyle, which is actually tough. So this is actually a high pony, a really high pony, which is taken across the axis of the skull. It is straight in the center. It's not at all behind. The weight is not behind, not in the inside or not below, where it feels heavy. Here, it does not feel heavy, but definitely it pulls all the skin and the features and everything gravitationally opposite. So this hairstyle is considered as um, one of the more professional hairstyles that people usually adopt when they are working. Okay, and they a fancy rubber band like this, it kind of just adds a little bit of glamour to an evening party. Hassle free, nothing much to do. This is the 10th hairstyle. The 11th hairstyle is the same, with the exception of just leaving it with the regular rubber band, and then just letting it spread. So what happens here is the whole pony is spread in all the directions. The hair is equally spread in all the directions, or just held ahead like this. So there is nothing behind, or it is spread evenly in a way, and then it kind of counters all the side features, and then just letting, if girls, they have shorter fringes, then this hairstyle is very effective for them, because the length of the hair from the forehead to here is way longer. So it gives them a very unique look, and it changes the whole face contour in a way. It also cuts age to quite an extent. This particular hairstyle, there is no pinning, there is no nothing has to be done. Some curls can be added in here and there to just enhance, and little hairspray can be put in there. Also, to make it more interesting, something like a fancy clip can be added in the center to, yeah, like that. Yeah, a glittery one, or something like a flower, or like a glittery flower one. So it looks very fancy to the eyes. Yeah, that. And the hairstyle is done. So that covers the high pony was the 10th hairstyle. This is the 11th hairstyle. Then we go with the 12th hairstyle where you put the high pony the way it is, and then you section it like this. Once it is sectioned, the same thing, you tie the plaits. So it's like plated like that. And it's kind of, I mean, I'm just putting a rubber band, but usually it is pinned. There is a bob pin. It's secured with a bob pin. Then here again, I have a few loose strands that can be pinned up here like that. Okay. So once this is done, okay, right? Then after that, all the back hair, whichever is loose, just take it up and leave it up. Then you take this one going all the way back, covering this portion, coming up here. And here there is a, it's like fastened with a pin, also like that. But it's fastened from the middle of the plate, so it does not look that visible in the front, as you can see here, like that. Then again, you take this hair, do the same. However, it can just go back in, like take a twirl around the first plate, okay, and then pull it up. Once these two ends are taken into account, you take them up here, fold them together, and secure it with a clip, with a rose clip, preferably, or a flower clip in the center, like this. So this is, I mean, a lot of changes can be done here. This particular portion, yeah, like what they do is they pull the plates a little bit to make it look more poofier, like this, like, you know, they pull it a little bit to make it more bigger and more rosy and more baby. giving it a very different dimension. But usually this is what the hairstyle is. Yeah, this goes in like that. This is how it looks like. Kind of, yeah. This is the 12th hairstyle. The 13th, let's go with the 13th one. It's very simple. Instead of putting the plates on the sides and countering the face and the lower part of the head, here it's the same plates are put across in a circle, one over the other. So one is secured first like this. And then the other is secured around it, not over it. It's around it. It's kind of supposed to sit down like that. Okay. So it has to sit like this. And all the hair can be like tucked in and it can be secured with pins. This is the 13th hairstyle. And here a lot of just show some decorations because this hairstyle I think deserves its own like beauty. A lot of this is usually a lot of times this is worn on saris and gajras are put around so that it looks very elegant, looks very neat, very dressy, like like flowers are just like put everywhere like that. And it looks very pretty in a way. It looks very, very pretty, especially when it's covered with bows or with flowers. So this is the 14th hairstyle. Now the 15th hairstyle, I'll just show one second. So the 15th hairstyle is you take the same plates, same two plates, okay, and just twirl it around like this. One side, the other, like this. Okay, twirl it around. Once this is done, then you can take a lace and just first cover it here. You can cover the whole thing. I am showing you because this looks great. Then this can be twisted around like that. So once it is just a second. So once it is twisted like this, then you go and cover this whole. It can be covered like just a second. Like this. Now I'm not able to see it in the mirror, but actually this whole thing can be covered like this. Here, it can be covered the same way until we cover this particular portion. I'm not able to see all of it, but I'm just kind of just going with it. So once this is covered like that, then again, the whole ponytail can be recovered like this. Like this. And then again tied up. So this becomes a very glamorous hairstyle in a way, where the hair can be actually completely covered straight right from here when it's pinned correctly, where there is a crown made out of this lace, okay, this plain golden lace. The crown is made and then it's carefully twirled around, and then it's kind of pinned with bobbins in between so that it stays secure, and then it's closed with a bow, a very simple bow like that. So that makes a very dressy hairstyle, especially for those times when there is Mehndi Sangeet. Those are the occasions that this hairstyle is very effective because it does not interfere with the dresses or with the mehndi. Very low maintenance. And it collapses just as quickly as you can see. So, okay. So this is the 14th hairstyle. I know it's little unclear, but you know the photograph, right, that I sent? You've seen it, right? That you can see that I have completed the whole look. And of course, even on loose shirts, like satin shirts or very fancy dark printed shirts with denims on a picnic, this looks great. This hairstyle actually looks great on a on a nice glamorous outing where not much work has to be done, but it carries a lot of weight to it. It carries all the weight of the hair. So if anyone has very thick hair, it's a little difficult to carry it for a longer time because this is great for thinner hair. Especially you don't need any blow dry or anything to it. So we are done with the 14th hairstyle, and the 15th hairstyle is very simple. So remove this pony. We hold the front section of the hair. We keep it in the front and divide it from the back section. Okay. This remains the way it does. Then we take only a small portion of the hair is the 14th hairstyle, right? Or the 15th? Yeah, this is the 15th hairstyle. What we do here is a small portion of the pony is taken in the center. This is a bit difficult because I'm doing it with a prop. Okay, so here we go. This will stay up like that, as you can see, right? Can you see? Yeah. Now I'll take all the hair. Here, this is an age-defying ponytail because here I've put this hair up here like that. Okay, but this is not going to stay until there is a rubber band put across it with a little bit of hair. So I'll do that. It's very difficult to do this because it keeps slipping away from that. It's very difficult to do it without a little bit of mirror help. Oh, it's collapsing. No? Once this is done, take all the hair and just pony it up. Not sure if this is successfully done, but I'm just gonna try to see because uh so here basically the idea is like this. It kind of sits like this. Then. Can you see? Hello. It looks a bit crazy, but it's a good crazy hairstyle. So this is the 15th hairstyle that I just did, the age-defying, gravity-defying ponytail. where a prop is actually taken, something which is similar to like, a pipe or something. And then a section of the hair is taken and it's fixated on that, and then it is fastened with a rubber band. It will give a very different look, especially for Halloween or for say any not, I wouldn't say any Indian festival or something like that. But when it comes to concepts of character dressing, any character dressing like ghosts or certain character which requires a certain amount of mysteriousness to it. This is one of the hairstyles that would go very well, even when it comes to glamour or even when it comes to any character makeup. So this is the 15th hairstyle, and there is one more, but it's very simple. But I'll just show it to you once. So you take, this is the 16th and the final, the last hairstyle. So here we go. You take the first half section of hair, the whole half, the whole half, the front, okay, and and close it or secure it with a clip or just pins like this. Okay, once it is secured like that, then you take the same half portion of hair which was left behind, okay, the same half, and then it's divided into two sections. Then you take one section and braid it one, one, two, and the third is this. From here, you take some open hair, so that becomes the third section of hair. So it goes like that. Two, and that completes the one side section of hair like this. It is similar in a way to the first, to the other plate. The only, but it's different because here it's not having a single braid of its own. It's actually pulling a section of the open hair and then I'm kind of creating it. The same way here, I take this section of hair. Along with this, I take one open section, which is the third section of the plate. One. So this is one. This is two, and this is three. So it goes like that. Okay. Then we just tie it. So that gives us two plates. Here one, here one. Then again, those plates are taken behind, and then all of it is turned into this, into a plate behind. So in short, we have two, three plaits in this hairstyle. That's it. And then just close it with a rubber band, soft rubber band. That's it. That covers. Clear? Then the final hairstyle is the same, but instead of a plait, I'll tell you what. Here, we just close it in a pony. And we leave these two in the, we can leave two in the front, we can leave one in the front, and this particular portion I'll show you. So first it is, sorry, 18, yeah. So here we have here, the same hairstyle, but it's with a pony. Give this me, okay. And then the 19th hairstyle is again the same, but here the plaits will remain here first. This whole portion is twisted to make it into a little pony. Not come in the center. Here. And these two plates are left the way they are. And there is a bun, a little bun to the way. So this is the 19th hairstyle. Then the 20th hairstyle is very, very simple. Just a second. The 20th hairstyle is So it's a very high pony. Like that. We need a half pony here, half pony here. Okay. So this is the 20th hairstyle, a simple ponytail. Okay. Here also they put rabbits and all sorts of animals and funny little beads, all hair braiding, ribbons, very long ribbons, flower ribbons, making it look real, real pretty. So this is the 20th hairstyle. The 21st hairstyle is very simple. Just roll it up. Yeah. And secure it with pins. Okay, secure. Like that. Same thing here. Roll it up. Secure it with pins. This is very funny, a very mischievous hairstyle, but it's very hassle free once it is worn correctly because it actually takes all the weight off. The weight is divided this beautifully, especially in long hair, and it actually keeps it hassle free. It's a great hairstyle for all the mothers out there because it kind of keeps them, off, taking care of their hair while they take care of their kids, especially during parties and all. This hairstyle looks great, especially with ribbons. So this is the 21st hairstyle, and the 22nd hairstyle is the most revered hairstyle of all. I'll just show you. The back hair is just left the way it is. No, it is the most difficult one, but it if we practice, it gets a lot easier. So you take one section of hair, then you take another one from here, and then you take one, you pick up one section of hair from here, and then you plait it, and then you leave this, and then you take another, and then you plait it across. And then it's difficult because only like this has to be left, then again, and the next one has to be taken like that. Like I'm not able to do it without the mirror, to be honest. But that is the hairstyle which